Alrighty, so what do you know? Broken down here again. Had the tie rod and drag link snap on me. Well, the main clamp that's usually over here that ties the two front wheels together, it split whenever I was towing my trailer. And I figured while I was under here, I'd go ahead and get the new assembly and just redo the whole thing. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. Okay, so here's the old one. This connects to the steering knuckle on the passenger side. This one on the driver's side, and this is where it broke right here. We had I'm not really sure if it was rust or it was just over time the thing wore out. But that's supposed to be attached to there, and it broke, so that wasn't any good. Had the tires pointing in two different directions like a Duramax and caused quite an issue. So I got the whole new assembly, this whole thing, and I'll put that back on the truck, and then hopefully we're back on the road. I'm still going to need an alignment after it to get the front end looking good and the steering wheel straight and make sure I'm not wearing anything out. So let's get to it. Well, what do you know, I got to get started on the truck here, and you got a tornado warning, so I'm gonna take a pause here and we're gonna come back out whenever the tornado is gone and put the front end together. Sky's cleared up, and the weatherman lied again. So we're back out here. This is the new parts here. This will go up to the steering knuckle. This connects the front end. This is the piece that broke on the truck. Actually, I think it was this piece here, this middle sleeve. This is just a clamp bracket here. And I think right here on the old ones where it sheared off. So, got the nice new ends on it. We'll pull the caps off, and comes with the new hardware. The jack stand looks safe enough to be under. All right, so we got the new assembly on. This is for a steering stabilizer bracket, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna put one on or not. It seems like an extra cost that I don't know if it really makes a difference or not. You can let me know down in the comments if you'd put another one on or put a steering stabilizer on. I didn't have one on before, so I don't know if it's worth it. Let me know in the comments if it's worth it to put another one on or put one on. I've never had one before, but let me know. Now, that bolt up there, that's got to be torqued down to 67 foot-pounds. That one's 67, that one's 67. And then I've heard the clamps for the brackets here, that one needs to slide back up. The clamps for the brackets are 41 foot-pounds. That's what it said in the forums, and that's what it says here as well. And I'll fill these things up with grease until I can see them just start to leak out. Isaac has my grease gun in the trailer now, so we'll wait for him to get back and then we'll grease them. But as of now, I'm gonna get the alignment as close as possible. And then we'll drop this thing back down onto the ground, and that way I can move it out of the street here and back down into my driveway. So we got the bolts on them, just snugging them up first before we put the torque wrench on them. It feels pretty good there. Move over to this side. More up here. Just switch hands. We're torquing them down now. We just got to get to 67 foot-pounds. So that's 67 foot-pounds on that side. All right, so all these bolts, and that one up there, they've all been torqued down. Cotter keys are in them. Now I need to adjust the steering wheel and the toe on the front end, make sure that's all lined up well and good. I think I'm just gonna leave the steering stabilizer bracket on there for now. I might buy a Fox shock or something like that later on. So this bracket for the steering stabilizer is bent, and I don't think I'm straightening that out. So I'm probably not going to put a steering stabilizer on it, but I'm also not taking this bracket off because I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So I got to tighten down the clamps. That one. Each of those bolts get torqued to 41 foot-pounds. I'm going to make sure my steering wheel is nice and straight for the wheels. The way I'm going to have to do this is going to be kind of a pain because I got to leave the key on, get down under there and spin it until the wheel goes the right direction and straightens out, and then little bits at a time I'll get that back together and steering wheel will be nice and straight. I'm going to put a couple twists on this and hopefully I'm going the right direction of the steering wheel. I'm going the right way. That's nice. All right. Went a little too far. That is pretty dang good. These ones are torqued to 41 foot-pounds. This is tight in place. It's not going anywhere. Next step is adjust the toe on this one. Took the truck around the neighborhood, took it for a spin, checked out the alignment. It's a little off, but it'll be good enough until I get it to the shop. If you guys have any suggestions on what to do for straightening out that bracket for the steering stabilizer, obviously the middle one's still on there, but that end one right over there in the middle of the screen, if you can shoot me ideas on what to do. I'm thinking probably superheat that with a torch and then bend it back out with a pry bar. That'll probably get it straight enough for me to put a steering stabilizer on it. If you have any ideas for that, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching as always. If you like this content, make sure to let me know, and like it, give it a comment, whatever, and I'll know to put more stuff like this on here. But everything's on there now. Bolts are all torqued down, cotter pins are all in, the one up under there, this side here, everything's good to go. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys check back in for the next one.